Hi friends, how are you? Sorry, doing something right now. There you go. Hi friends, how are you? We're about to dive into episode 20 of My Hero Academia. A little overdue, if I do say so myself, because it is overdue. I probably should have been maybe near at the end of the series or close to it by now, or before the new year, but some things were going on, and so that's why there really wasn't much going on at the end of my channel. But with 2022, I'm trying to get more organized, trying to be more consistent. There's still a lot of cleaning and chaos reducing that needs to be done, and that really have nothing to do with this channel. But, yeah, it needs to get done, it needs to get finished. There's just so much to deal with. Anyway, we're about to dive into, again, episode 20, My Villain Academia. We get to see what the villains are redoing. So, apparently these last 4 or 5, maybe 6 episodes are going to be insane, which is very exciting. And then, obviously 6 is around the corner. My brother's like, hurry up, 6 will be here soon. How soon will 6 be here? I don't know at the time, right now, but I'm like, I'm going to get it done before then, relax. Anyway, there's really not much else for me to say. I miss this anime. It's really good. We've gotten a couple of some Mob Psycho 100 episodes reacted, working back into season 2 of Sound Euphonium. And obviously right now, when this season ends, and when Mob Psycho 100 season 2 ends, when I'm finished with it, my hope is to dive into just one anime to replace it. And right now it's a toss-up between Demon Slayer and Haikyuu. I think Demon Slayer is winning until I get enough subscribers so that I can start doing community posts on YouTube again. I'm gonna need y'all to comment like, hey, do this instead. So right now it's Demon Slayer is coming out in the lead, which is actually I'm kind of okay with because it's only a couple seasons and I can kind of get through it. Haikyuu is a much longer series. And then obviously once I finish Sound Euphonium, and that includes the movies, the pertinent movies that aren't just season 2 re-edited, I will be diving into, what's the word I'm looking for? K-On! And then maybe Clan at the same time. It just really depends on what's going on. Anyway, nothing else for me to say. If you're on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, there is no sound, partial image, keeps the copyright monsters at bay. It is follow along, but sometimes I pause at the halfway point, which can be a pain in the butt. Anything else to add? No, but again, there's a countdown timer if you want to follow along. Good luck with the halfway point. Let's dive in. Oh, that was Shigaraki. So is he turning him to a type of Nomu? That's messed up, man. And I can't believe that's their best friend that they just jacked up into a very intelligent Nomu. Is he trying to juice himself up? A certain day in October. So they're training with each other here. Oh, I totally forgot about that giant. Again, this is not my favorite intro song, but yeah. But this season has reminded us we are getting closer and closer to an actual full-blown war here. And so, oh, my back hurts. Which I didn't, kind of like Harry Potter. The first couple seasons are light and fun, with a little bit of darkness. Now we're getting into some really crazy, intense stuff. Where the point where, and unfortunately, no one's safe from war, but the point where, we reach the point where kids have to be equipped to fight in this war. Which, again, is part of the reason why I think we saw the teachers in kind of a grayish color, and then the students come in front of them. And then we also are kind of getting that idea from this intro. There's League of Villains, but then there's this new group that they're clearly working together, but they're also still their own separate entities. The question is, do they have the same goal? Kind of separate goals. Sorry, got a little bit of rice pudding for my dessert tonight. My computer's actually dying. I gotta plug this in. Shoot. Totally missed that earlier. Ah! That's not my cord. So you think Warpath? He has no qualms about beating people up, doesn't he? He don't care. Oh, he doesn't like this guy. He's... Oh, that was around his neck. So he's being controlled because he's a little bit monstrous. Without modification, so he is a type of Nomu too. Well, he wasn't wrong. I gotta find the other half of my power cord. He's ready to take him down. He's upset. Yeah. Like a child. I wonder if that happened because of the Nomu stuff. Kind of messes with their brain quite a bit. Oh. Again, these pre-recorded control, like, techniques used to control their animals. Dang. Still a bit of a brat there. Because he was supposed to protect him like a child. He is a little, or the longer coat and longer hair. That's disgusting. Ew. Ooh, what is going on? That was his quirk. He liquefies them and steals them. That's what happened to all those Nomus. They didn't die. They just got pulled away. Disappeared. That's... Guys, that's horrifying. Those are all people that have been destroyed by this creature. This man. I'm not calling him a man. This one's really jacked up. Yeah, I noticed that too. It looks a little bit like, Eggman. Eggman, right? Dr. Eggman and Egghead. Little ones. They've been eviscerated. They're nothing now. Whatever humans beings they were are gone. This is some straight up Nazi stuff, man. Like, seriously. gonna get his background. Actually, I've been looking forward to that. I think it's been so vague with him. Gosh, and these are just messed up people. These are all real people's hands. This is... You get a taste more and more of just how evil and jacked up these people are. So that's his full name. Again, he's manipulating Shigaraki because he likes his power, and he likes who he was descended from. My face. He killed his grandma. I'm assuming. I guess the assumption would be some form of childhood trauma would keep him from remembering. I'm assuming that's what psychologists would say. And the gloves for his safety as well as others. Oh my gosh! That is awful. So his quirk manifested, something went wrong and he killed his whole family. He took a poor, hurt boy and manipulated him for his own purpose. Which is kind of amusing that they put fragmented setups like this. Anger from what and towards who? And my camera, when I focus again, that's something I gotta invest in. New camera someday. Calling him. Hate everything that's remotely... Yeah, he's mad. Pure chaos. Just complete and utter destruction he wants. So you can't negotiate with him. He has to be killed. Like, it's madness there. I don't know that's what that means. It is dangerous. Comrades, interesting. You can't negotiate with this madness. This is kind of madness you end. You can't negotiate. You gotta... There is no... What's the word I'm looking for? Unless something miraculous happens to him, there is no recuperating him. Rehabilitating him. The minimum rank. And this is their training. This is when the... Which I guess they end up accomplishing. A little bit. She's right. He's a little smiley there. Ew. I'm so out of focus, guys. I can't. Oh, that's that thing's quirk. That's disgusting. Isn't that his dad's hand? Oh, halfway. I don't know if it's because I'm super pale or what, but we gotta figure out how to keep me from being so washed out and out of focus. Quirk decay. Touches with all of his fingers decay. I wonder if that's what happened. I wonder if he was just being his normal self and his hands just ended up going around like the dog, for instance, and ended up accidentally killing it, and then it kind of just escalated out of control from there. Probably a little bit like our young girl, Iri. So Iri, if she had continued to grow up and be abused continually from overhaul, she could have easily become a little bit of a taste of what Shigaraki has. Now, also, she's a girl, so kind of how her evilness would would grow would be different than his. But that's it's. I think it kind of makes sense. And sometimes we get tastes of like this in animes of we don't really realize it until hindsight. Like, oh, this happened here, but Iri, because heroes intervene, because Deku, with the heart of a hero, and others around him intervened, they kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Stopped that from happening. Because eventually Iri, she's just a baby then. Baby now. As she would grow, the anger, the hatred, the torment, the sorrow if she isn't killed by then, by a certain age, then she would have probably grown up to be something very similar to Shigaraki. I know there's an episode that we get his origin, so I am looking forward to that. I think it's the second to last episode, but and of course we don't know anything about these people. I wonder if the unknown of Blood Tide and all that will change after we get his origin episode. Probably not. Who's the other half? Oh, there's no other half. Still haven't quite convinced him, huh? Oh, not real. He has to prove them that they are strong as a team, or he's not gonna listen. Yo, it's so weird seeing him in civilian clothes. He's a bit like a child and a dog. That's because of all the manipulation done to him. Wow, they know him that much, they kind of know his limits. Interesting. They get their little 3-hour break and then he returns. Oh, no. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, still a teenage girl. He's right. She's just insane. Keep that in mind, buddy. I don't know if free is a term I would use. Oh, is his mask cracked? Or dirt slow? Dude, you know what? I'm not giving advice to a nut job. Yeah, it's kind of the only thing he's holding on to. What a terrible ringtone. It's not like a fart. Aw, he's so messed up. Finger? Redestro Supreme Leader that. Oh, so yes, they were separate entities that for some reason are working together. Oh, I know who Garen is now. Revolution Club. So he's yeah, okay. His design's interesting, very angular, little bit of like a liver spot here in his head. I wonder if he's older than we think, or maybe his liver spot has to do with his quirk. Those were his fingers. Feel good ink. Heart and mind. Oh, interesting. The media is being used. Oh my gosh, this just feels a little too real. Feels just a little too close to home right now. I think the I think the writer of Night Here's been really looking to the forward. Hmm. Must be a distro. Crush you personally. Jeez. Nice, that was a good transition. Creepy one and kind of dark, but good transition. Nice. Perhaps. It is very irritating when she's right, like when they're sensible. Old idea. So it's an old idea, but their actions have kind of stirred the pot and kind of laid groundwork for it. Too much HP. Interesting. It is irritating when you have these awful people and then they have kind of these goofy reactions. You're like, dang it. Yeah, he's pretty messed up too. As irritating as it is, the one thing that we kind of really do appreciate with good writing with villains, which can be frustrating because you want to hate the villains, and you can, but when you do kind of get these sort of slightly empathetic kind of ways of dealing with things, because they have mental illness or trauma or whatever that makes you want to like heal them. But keep in mind, they're using what they have experienced as an excuse and a reason to do evil things. No matter, like, I hate to say this, but just because you were abused does not excuse you from being an abuser, and that's it is a cyclic thing. So your sins are your own. You know, they don't suddenly get canceled out because a person commit the same sins against you. Like, it doesn't work that way, or even different ones. It doesn't work that way. But like I said, something that's kind of really fun in Mob Psycho, because it is more comedy than this, is when there are characters that are kind of trying to use their pain, whether really great or really minor, to do bad things. You've got, not Saitama. Oh, Reagan, kind of going, well, that's stupid. Well, that's dumb. What are you, a child? Like, grow up. And that's what you kind of see in all of them. That there is an immaturity and a very like, they have the worst traits of children with all the adult liberation of quirks. Huh. Rival party. Evil stands against evil. Good way of wording it. That's kind of cool. Alright. Well, that was a fun episode. I actually, with it kind of not being quiet per se, but with us being so focused on the students, it is nice to kind of go like, okay, now here's what's been happening elsewhere while we've been focused on this. But they're messed up, man. They are. It is interesting because you have, with the League of Villains, they are kind of this jacked up evil friendship group. Like, they like each other, even though they also don't like each other. It's kind of like the friends from Seinfeld. Like, they sometimes they don't like each other, sometimes they do, and it's interesting, their interactions. Whereas we don't really know how close or distant the Metal Liberation Army is, but it does feel a lot more business-like and less like just a bunch of hodgepodge people, just a hodgepodge of evil. I don't know. I really enjoyed this episode. It was good to see kind of this background and kind of say like, okay, here's what's been going on, just little stuff like that. I guess kind of really appreciate that. Is there anything else to add? No, that's it. I got a long day tomorrow, so I gotta record one more episode, and then Busy. Anything else to add? Nope, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.